Hi, it is nice to see you again. It has been 2 weeks since our last meeting. Hello, yes. In our last meeting we discussed many evidence-based practices and the pros and cons of each. Then we brainstormed multiple plans and decided on the best plan, which was most likely to be successful. We also decided on a secondary plan as a backup. We are meeting today to discuss how things are working with the plan that we agreed on. We decided that our goal for Billy is for him to be able to work for at least 10 minutes during the work period. We agreed that you would use a timer to keep track of the 10 minutes. We also decided that Billy would gain tokens for successfully reaching the 10 minutes to use towards a prize. So, were you able to begin implementing the plan? Yes. I started implementing the plan immediately after our last meeting. But Billy has not been successful in gaining tokens because he is often asking how much longer he has to work for instead of working. It sounds like we need to problem solve. Let's adapt the plan a little better for you. As a clinician, it is my responsibility to help with modifying the plan if something is not working. So, why do you think he is asking so often? Well, I'm not sure. Have you been able to time the work periods? Yes. I've been using a stopwatch for timing. I see. Is it a stopwatch that Billy is able to see? Sadly, no. I only have a stopwatch that the gym teacher gave me to use for this. The stopwatch is small and stays on my desk when we are trying the intervention. Billy is unable to see the stopwatch on my desk. What other methods can we look at using instead? Well, there is a clock on our classroom wall. But we have not covered how to read a wall clock yet. This was why I asked the gym teacher to use a stopwatch. So, using a stopwatch and wall clock may not be the best tools to use due to the age of Billy. However, there are visual timers available that allow students to see the amount of time that is left in red. Therefore, students do not have to be able to read a clock to know how much time is left. Do we have any budget for such a visual timer? Yes. I was just asked by the school principal if there was anything I wanted to order from the school catalog. I will add this to my list and it should be here within the week. That's great. Have you had any other issues while implementing the plan? Yes. I find that the token system we decided on is singling Billy out from the class and that he is a bit embarrassed to collect the rewards. Oh yes. I can see how that would be a problem. Are there any other issues with using the token system for just one student? Yes. I am having a tough time working it into my schedule, so at times I forget to implement the intervention. I have this as a note on 4 of the last 10 days of my calendar. Okay. I see where we should tweak the plan a little. How about we try having periods of time when the class uses the visual timer as a way to keep all students on task? This may also help you work it into your daily schedule. How do you want to go about doing this? Well, I will give all students a sticker for reaching the 10 minutes successfully and they will earn free time at the end of the day when they achieve at least 80% of the total possible stickers. That's a wonderful idea. Can you think of any problems with implementing the plan with the new revisions? No, not at this moment. I think we were able to work out the problems that I had noted. Great. So, can we meet again in 2 weeks to discuss how things are going with this plan? Yes. That would be good. Wonderful. Additionally, there is another formative evaluation in the form of a written survey that is quite short and similar to the previous phases we did. Again, it helps me to determine if anything needs to be modified for this process to be successful. I look forward to meeting with you again in 2 weeks. Oh right. Thanks for the reminder. See you in 2 weeks. Bye. Hi, it's great to be here again. Hello. We last met 2 weeks ago. In our last meeting we discussed some of the problems that you were experiencing with the initial plan. We found that a small stopwatch was not working very well and you were going to request a visual timer to be ordered. We still have a secondary plan as a backup if this plan is not working after implementing the tactics. You also mentioned that Billy may be feeling embarrassed by collecting tokens. Today's meeting is to go over how things are going with the latest adjustments for the plan. So, how have the last 2 weeks been for you? I received the visual timer very quickly and was able to start using it with the class the next day. I've noticed that Billy has stopped asking about how much time is left in the work period. I've also found that he is able to complete more of his school work. That's great news. You said that you used it with the whole class. How has that been going? Yes. I've noticed that more school work is being completed by all students, so it has been beneficial for all. They like the stickers and free time. Billy seemed more comfortable with the intervention and engaged than the previous 2 weeks. That's good to hear. Have you encountered any additional problems or setbacks with the intervention in the past 2 weeks since making the changes? No, I believe the intervention is working extremely well now. That is great to hear. Initially, our goals were to have Billy work and stay on task for at least 10 minutes during the work period. Do you believe we have achieved that goal? Yes. In fact, during the second week, I increased the time by 5 minutes. So the intervention and plan went over and above our initial goal. That is great to hear. There were also some drawbacks initially with the implementation of the plan. We had to modify our plan while maintaining the treatment's integrity. How do you think the implementation went the second time around after the adjustments? Very well, because I was more eager to implement the plan due to the results being obtained in the classroom. That is important to note for the next time I suggest this intervention, so thank you. Additionally, I was able to look over the goal attainment measurement you filled out. So thank you for that. It appears that you were quite satisfied with the goals that were met for Billy. Yes, it was no problem. Before we end this meeting, there is another formative evaluation in the form of a written survey to be done at the end of this meeting, which has allowed for great feedback and changes throughout this consultation process. Yes, I will be sure to fill that out. Thank you for all your assistance. Great. I think it would be a good idea to meet again before we end our consultation together. What do you think? Yes, I would like that. How about we meet again in 1 month before we end the consultation process? This works for my schedule. I will see you then. Take care and see you then.